Okay, tally design, pretty good. I like it, but I mean, I do like this simple, um, minimalistic look. But I feel like to stand out more, probably a thicker black outline, or maybe a purple outline, and pretty much match the color font together. Cause I think the green is kind of awkward. Doesn't really fit in with the purple slash light pinkish theme you have going on here. It just kind of like, it's not really a good color match for me. But I do like this one cross design right here. Personally, for me, I like balance. So if you want, you could add another cross to make it more even. But if that's your way of standing out, it's fine by me. But personally, I would like a little balance, symmetry over here. Just make sure you just match the color palettes over here, and I think that'd be great. I think that would be great. And also just maybe adding maybe 2 layers. So one thick layer and then one light layer, just to create more of a standout look that you're trying to go for. Let's see. This one, I like it. I like the consistency with the design, especially the one cross. If you could just change this to maybe a darker bold and maybe change this into a cursive. Yeah, a cursive design would be great, just to make it more aesthetically pleasing. Because right now it just looks kind of bland when it comes to text, and then you add the cross there. If you want, you could add more elements to it. Maybe like your logo on the right side right here, or put your name on the right corner and put your logo right here on the left side, where a lot of common like business cards would be. This one I like it, but if you could add more templates for each section, so one right here, just about this size, if you can see where my mouse is going, just about this kind of size, like an estimate for each layer, that would be great. Make this bold so people can read it. It's too thin. And also again, change it to match the design, because even when it's like smaller, the design like text is just so faded that not a lot of people can see it. So I would like you to match that with the tally, or at least maybe another shade of purple, just to match with the color variations. Again, same thing, but what I want differently is social media on the bottom. So because we already have your information, each section, I think it was a nice method that you're going for, but I feel that you can just add that right here, or at least have it all in one section, and then have your social media at the bottom, or maybe at the top, whichever works. But I really do want more, because see right here, there's more templates right here. I just noticed that I would like all this to be in one group, and then have your social media right here in the corner as like social media icons, and then maybe having your website and all that information in the template below, and the template in the middle, after maybe a photo or maybe a link, just to create more structure. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That's what I want. Okay, for the next one, Slung Creations. It's too bland when it comes to the controller and this director's tool. I forgot the name of what it was called, in order to take different shots. But more color, maybe a yellow or dark yellow, because it's just kind of off, because it doesn't match with the color scheme. And there's a line right here, it's just too thick. I want it to be thinner, Or if you want it thick, you could at least make the font more better. And what I mean by better, more thicker, maybe like a bubble letter kind of thing. But again, I'm not here to challenge your creativity. I'm here to give the best advice I can. So I want this to at least be more thicker, at least change the size more, or maybe the font. Experiment with it just to match with it. Because on the next slide, you do have it that matches with the barrier and you do have it thicker, but you still have this awkward logos. I'm not even sure if that's really part of the logo. It's just part of the design, I guess. Something extra. Maybe it's not needed necessarily. You could probably make this into like a very small like logo, and then maybe try to incorporate it into the actual title itself. Maybe shrink these two and then put it one right here and a one right here. So this icon right here and this icon right here, and again fill it with more color. I would like to make this super small so it can fit in the right size corner, and then have this text put right here so that it can fit in with the rest of your information. Yeah, I would like this to fit in because it doesn't look like it's spaced right to me. I would just like you to just like combine it all together and then have like one template right here to have all your information. Just make it nice and smooth. Let's see. This is good. I do like the designs and the icons right here. It's nice and simple. But for me personally, I feel like this is like too big of a space. Maybe shrink it, maybe one size or two. The template's okay. It's formatted just like anything else. I would like, hold on. I would like to cut this out, these icons out, because, hold on. I just feel like there's no use for it. I feel there's no use for it. Wow. Okay. There's no use for it, for these icons. So, if you could just change that real quick, that would be pretty good. I'd like that. Just to get rid of these icons. One on the top, one on the bottom. I just feel like it's distracting. It doesn't really add anything to it, to the element. So, that's just my take on it. The last one, again, yeah, I guess you did follow my advice, or you already thought ahead to add these two. I feel like if you just consistently add that to the rest of your business cards and your letterheads, then it should be great. I do like this better, but make the barrier thinner, and then add that darker font element to both the Sloan and the Creations text. This is good, I like this, but make it bolder, make it thicker, just to be more visible. Of course, this empty template is placed where it should be, to me ideally, so I like this. And if you could add maybe some line barriers, just because if you want to, I feel like if you want to stand out, just have maybe more of a maybe a black line, a black barrier in between, just to have some kind of design aspect towards it. And I feel like that would be a great addition. And I think that's it for my critique.